Alrighty, my friends. What kind of tea is hard to swallow? Reality. Oh, I got it. But just after the break. Pun is the informal word. Paranomasia is the formal word. Paranomasia. Okay, I still don't know what that is. Big word. What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies. Yeah. Nah. Okay, so we need to figure out the output of screws. The output of screws. Is there a way I can use splitters to turn 50 per minute to 60 a minute belts? What's the common denominator of 50 and 60? Like 300? Maybe 150? Half of that? I don't know, it's math. Oh my god, the Google Dictionary. Paranomasia. Plural noun. A play on words, a pun, origin late 16th century. Okay, I was never gonna get that. Thanks for letting me know. How do I want to do this? How the hell am I gonna do this? 50 a minute, because if I do one belt for each of these, this is gonna be a 10 high thing. Goodness gracious. I can combine two on a Mark II belt for 100 a minute. Let me go see how many reinforced iron plates I can grab, because I've used almost all the ones I have. And I just need a bunch for Mark II belts, man. How many do I currently have? Not that many. Less than 100. That's why I don't want to use Mark II belts, because I don't have the reinforced iron plates. I also don't want to sit around. I could make a bunch, but if I sit around making reinforced iron plates, that's really boring. That's what I do off stream. that's the thing I do off stream to do all those upgrades. It was like 2 hours of me sitting there making reinforced iron plates to get Mark II belts. All right. $30 per minute instead of 50. So it's going to be 30 plus 50. So that would be, even that is 80. God, these screws are always such a pain. How can I split? 50 and a half would be 25. 25 times 3 is 75. I cannot find a good amount, a good way to get this stuff set up here. So I think I'm gonna have to do one belt per. Well, let's think about what we're gonna be using the screws for. Let me do this. Because this is such a tough math problem that my brain can't get the fractions fixed for. Let me build a ladder. Let's go up to the next floor and see. This is actually the thing I need to do is figure out what we're building with these things. So that's 3 high. So the next floor is going to be right there. I think that's right. That'll be the next floor up. If I could jump on this thing. Well, would be too much of an inconvenience to break off and do another belt production factory. it's a good idea. The problem is the amount of resources it takes to do that. I'm already making those belts on the bottom floor, and my current build is actually going to improve that production, so I kind of am doing what you're saying. I actually am kind of working on a reinforced belt factory upgrade. It's actually kind of what I'm working on. So what I'm probably going to do is have to build the one I'm making, but make it really inefficient until I can have the amount of belts to actually make it more efficient. If that makes sense. I don't know if what I just said makes sense or not. Because in order to make reinforced iron belts, you need screws, which is the thing I'm currently doing, and iron plates, which is the iron plates is what I just did down below. So it's going to... It's kind of what I'm working towards anyway. So this next floor is going to be where we're going to be building reinforced iron plates. Is that what I want to do? Because I also need to get copper stuff built. I think I'm going to do copper on the next floor up. Copper is less important. Copper upgrading is much less important than reinforced iron plates, so I have the belts. So the thing is, I think with this build, this is going to use assemblers, and these were where I was thinking about starting doing the bottom feeding, but I kind of think I might avoid bottom feeding yet, because that's going to add a whole other floor to each build that I would be working on here. You can't decide what to play, choosing between Satisfactory, Planet Crafter, and Hydroneer. I am not familiar with anything with Satisfactory, so I recommend the one I'm playing, but play what you want. Okay. So this is going to be... Now we got to figure out how to feed this thing, actually, because what we're going to be doing is feeding this floor stuff from the floors below it. So how do we want to do this? This is the first floor we're going to be combining stuff from bottom floors. So I want to get this... I want this to be right. My outputs of everything on the bottom floors are here. So we probably want to do something like a floor lift. So if we're doing two items, something like here and here. Which I assume I need these guys. And I'm going to assume this needs to be Mark II. So like that. And like that. You don't like Planet Crafter that much? Still fun, but you prefer Satisfactory? But the concept is good? Nice. Alright, so how would I go about doing this? I think I'd want to start my assemblers like this. It bothers me that I can't split that difference well. And that needs to go over one space. See if I line one up, what it looks like. Yeah, these are not going to line up super well next to each other, doing it the way we've been doing other builds. I think I like that. Yeah, so that would be this side lined up. So assemblers, the closest I could be would be like that. And that makes for not exactly even distribution there. But I think I still like that okay. And then the way we would do this is we'd have the close one be... Okay, yeah, this will work. So we go... Mark II. Close one be on the ground floor. The next one be 2 up. And we'd have... Can I do splitters here? Can splitters line up this way? I think that might work. They are really right in the face there. That looks like that might be doable, though. This would be reinforced iron plates. So it's 60 screws per minute, 6 iron plates per minute. This is going to be... the belts for the screws are going to be the real issue on this one. Okay. So with a Mark II belt, we could supply two of these with Mark II belts. So if these were screws, this would be that, and then Mark I, that. So that would be screws, and that's 2 assembly worth of screws at 60 per minute right there. After you got the hang of it, it's relaxing. Planet Crafter, thing you need to forget as a player, come from Satisfactory to Planet Crafter. Ores are not your priority. Your priority is exploring. Interesting. And it's 30 iron plates per minute. So if I do a Mark II belt of iron plates, I can supply 4. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plan on supplying 4 of these guys. Start with 4. So that'll be a Mark II belt, which I just don't have the stuff for. Mark II belt going across to the second one. 1, 2. Up to there. Then that would be a Mark I belt into there. And then splitters off for each of these guys. Splitter. 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 And these are Mark I belts that would go into there. That looks pretty good. I like that. You just unlocked coal power. Nice. Grats, Hentes. It's a huge deal. Okay, so this... If I have a full 120 iron plates a minute, which is my current full production of iron plates, this would be enough to supply 4 of these guys. Let's figure out the output for these guys too. So the output is going to be only 20 a minute of these guys. Okay. Now I need to watch a tutorial of how to do it properly. Coal power? Coal power's not too bad. 1, 2. It's gonna be lined up right there. I actually just set up my coal power early in the stream, so if you watched the early part of this stream, the VOD, you could see how I did it if you're curious. Where's the middle? The middle's right there. Okay. Perfect. So now, because I don't want to fall, man, did I actually set this up in such a way that it's exactly 2 full zoops long of foundations? That's actually kind of perfect. Way to go, past Rand. Merger. Where's my green arrow? Why am I not seeing green arrows? I'll line it up here. I think that's lined up correctly. No, it's that is in the middle, so this one is not correct. That's why I'm not seeing green arrows. There we go. 1, 2, 1. No. That's what we want right there. That gives us a nice clean curve right there. Your advice for coal power is to build what you think you'll need and then quadruple it. Yes. I built 8 coal power plants, and I'm probably going to build 8 more myself today. So I'm going to double what I currently have made. Eventually. Honestly, it might be after I build what I'm currently building that I'll need that much more power, but I need to get everything running first anyway. All right, so this is going to be only 20 reinforced iron plates per minute here. Now the output of this is going to go to a storage thing in the middle of this guy. How have I been doing it? It's been like this, right? I think that's how I've been doing all the other ones. And then the output goes straight across here, which these guys are in the way. So maybe I want to move these. Problem is on bottom floors we have these storage guys. So they're kind of coming up from these guys, which would be something like right up in the middle anyway. So maybe when I have outputs, I go to the end. So it'll be, instead of middle, be here. 1, 2. See if this gets by these guys cleanly. Nice, it does. Right, so that would go to a wall with a triple thing here. Should be pretty clean to go straight to that. And that would be the output of our reinforced iron plates, which again, eventually will go up somewhere further into our factory, and this would be the overflow. But for now, this is our supply of stuff. That'll go right there. Okay. Okay. So reinforced iron plates. So let me get power set up for this, and then I'm going to have to figure out how I want to get all the screws up to this floor, because that's going to be the biggest challenge, is just so many screws. So many screws. Okay. So I need power this floor. What I'm going to do is have it continue up from where the other one is. So that would be... Let's go to the end. So I have this evenly distributed like that. And like that. So this guy is going to be, what level are you on? You're right here, I believe. Let's see if that's right. Does that look right? That looks good. And if anyone gives a shot... Okay, I'm sorry. There's too many walls of text there. I am, Seraph. I'm just... For a game that I'm not playing, I'm not going to probably read the long wall of text right now. I hope the game you're playing is a lot of fun. I'm too focused to read walls of text about a game I'm not playing currently. So hopefully you and chat are having a good chat about whatever game you're talking about. Okay. There and there. Okay. Most of the text wasn't intended for me. Perfect. Good. All right, so this is where the screws are going. This is where the screws are going. I wonder if I can get Caterium stuff unlocked, because I really want to get smart splitters. So we can get the overflow thing going. I can get the iron plates pretty easily sent up here. So let me go, let's do the easy stuff first. Easy stuff being iron plates, which... You know what? This actually is going to work out great, because all I have to do is... Well, I say it's going to work out great. I need to make sure that my outputs are always going to the outside one. That'll give me room to go up and around here. So I actually need to deconstruct that guy. This guy. Have this. This is a Mark II belt, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Have that go to there. And have this go down somewhere. I'll fix that in a bit. But that should allow me do they have a green line? They don't have a green line for this one. Is it there? Does this work? I have not done these before. Okay, I think that lines up. So this would be the iron plates, and this would need to be a Mark II. And that's really cool. I've not done that before. So that will be reinforced iron plates. This will be screws. And screws, oh my god, I need to get so many screws up here. You just recommended FTL to your 9-year-old sister with anger problems. This is your revenge. Oh, God. That is horrible. Hilarious, but horrible. It's hilarious, but what a horrible thing to do. I'm gonna have to make my own extra reinforced iron plates. Let me see how many we have. I should have some. We just make them so I think we make 4 a minute right now is what we're making. So I'm actually getting none. Did I cut off something for my current production? Damn it, I bet you I depowered something. Hold on a second. Even though I'm about to make better production, I need to make sure I have at least some supply what we're doing over here. Did I turn off the power for something? I don't see any power turned off. I think I might have cut off the supply of iron. Oh, iron plates. These iron plates. I cut off your supply of iron. Oh, I didn't plug this. Ah, I did this early and I plugged it into the wrong thing. Damn it. What did I plug you into? I plugged you into nothing. Frick-a-frack. Well, I screwed all that up. There. Okay, well, now my reinforced iron plate production will turn back on, but... Oh, that was a good hour and a half, or, well, maybe not an hour and a half, but like probably a good 30 minutes to an hour of not producing those that I'm probably going to have to do some manual production of that to make up for it in a bit. It sucks. You have to be risky in life. 9 years of suffering are about paid off. Wow. Wow. 9 years suffering. Why does it sound like you and your sister don't get along very well? Right, so what I want to do is have these iron plates go up there. I want a full 120 a minute going up there with overflow that I don't have. I don't have a way to do overflow yet. I need to do Caterium stuff. You know what, after I do what I'm currently doing, I'm probably going to work on Caterium because I really want to get smart splitters if that's possible. All right, how am I going to do this? Actually, I guess it's pretty easy. I just need to go like this. Actually, is this going to fit? I was afraid of that. This is a little awkward. This is something I need to figure out, though, because this is going to be how we're going to be feeding stuff into other places. I need more reinforced iron plates as I try to figure this out. Let me just build some real quick. Not really what I want to spend my time on, but let me build some of these real quick here. You're going to input your games into a choice generator and let RNGesus decide. Wow, you really can't make a choice if you're letting RNGesus tell you. Okay. All right, let me think about this. I need to go up into the other parts of my factory. Maybe I don't have the buffer storage inside my factory. If I don't have that buffer storage, I feel like that's going to make it easier to have my belts line up. Although I like having buffer storage. Maybe if I don't have buffer storage, that's going to be easier with what we're trying to do. Probably experiment with not having the buffer storage. See this right here, what I'm doing? This is what I did for about 2 to 4 hours over the last half a week when I was wanting to play but not wanting to get ahead of my important on-stream stuff. I was just doing this for like hours while I was watching other stuff, letting these things build so I could upgrade a bunch of belts. Because this is just boring. I mean, super fun and intuitive gameplay right here. Manually crafting stuff. Okay. So yeah, currently my buffer storage is filling up. Is there a way to do this with using buffer storage? If I went to a splitter here, say it was a smart splitter. Can't hook up a splitter to that, no. What I could potentially do, you can't put splitters on vertical things, can you? Let me check. No, there's no splitting there. But you can grab off of splitters for those guys. So, I think the way to do this would be splitter. Mark II belt. This output, go here, which is what I'm going to not do right now because I want it to go upstairs. And then a vertical guy. Actually, I guess here. I don't need this one, right? Because these are screws that'll be going from the next floor. So we do that. Let's see how this lines up, actually. Does this happen to just line up to this guy? Looks like it does, but not well. Okay, that looks really bad. It works, but it looks really bad. If I had this over one more space, I think it would work without looking so bad. So I need to figure out how to make this work. I think if I move all of those one space over, this might actually be just perfect. Let me check. Instead of there, it's there. Okay. That's not... That one actually doesn't work, huh? What if I connected there first and then did... No. Okay. Maybe there's an order thing I can do here. Wow, does it really have to be that way? Surely there's a way to make this work and look not horrible. If I put that there, let me see if I can figure out how that would line up. It would be like... I feel like it would be right where I had it. I feel like it'd be right there. Oh, there it is. There it is. That looks right. Okay. So we're going to eventually replace this with a smart splitter, where overflow is going to go out and down to our storage. But this is going to be 120 minute going up to where we want it to go. Perfect. Kind of running into walls over here. Because I have too much junk. What's up, Bacon Ninja? Raven says it is possible. Cool. I think we found where it is. Still not quite sure how we're not getting 120 a minute here, but I'm not going to let that... I'm not going to look at that right now. We're going to focus on getting this set up correctly. All right, so that's in the right place. This one is not in the right place. So it should be there. Oops, it's over one. That should be right. Perfect. It's the first time I've really made use of these, what are they called? Floor conveyors or whatever, so. Yeah, they added floor, I think they're calling them conveyor lift floor holes. That's what they're calling them. So yeah, they added those. It's the first time I've played with those. So I had them at that position because they were lined up. Do I want to move it to this position so they're lined up? I honestly feel like I might want to move this entire thing over. Although maybe I can... Yeah, if that works, I'm going to want it to be over one space there. So I think I'm going to actually have to move this entire thing over. But this is good that I'm figuring this out now. So this would be for Mark II belt. I don't know where to mouse over to. There it is. Too high. Yeah, there's fall damage in the game. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's correct. We just want it to be 1, 2, right there. Now this might change the entire layout of this, because I'm pretty sure if that's going to work there, if I'm going to be bringing stuff from over here and I have storage things in the middle here, this entire row needs to go over to right here. So we're going to change all this up, which means I think we're even moving this entire thing over. A little awkward, but it's fine. This is going to be the hard part anyway, because I have to get screws up here. So, I'm going to need to get so many screws. This is going to be the screw hole, giggity. Screw hole right there. And I'm probably actually going to need to do... Yeah, I'm going to need to do multiple of these. So... Alright, all this stuff that I did earlier is going to have to go. I think I can leave the power lines, but I think all this needs to move over. Yeah, I know you can do multiple deconstructs at a time, yeah. I'm always... The thing about that is I'm always worried I'm going to deconstruct the thing I'm standing on, so I only do that if I'm looking far away from myself. Okay. That's all good, so I can leave that. Alright, so I'm pretty sure... Alright, what did I say? 60 screws per minute times 4 is... Wow, that's 240 screws a minute. I'm not even making that many. I'm making 50, 100... Actually, I am making that many. How many am I making a minute? For what we're trying to do, we need 240 a minute. My current build that I haven't turned on yet is going to make 50, like, oh, yeah, close to 500 a minute. So we actually are making plenty. It's just getting them up here that's going to be the issue. Okay. I'm afraid of accidentally venting myself. That is exactly correct. Let's set up one of these so I can figure out how it's going to work. So 120 a minute will supply 2 of these. This will need to be a Mark II. So this is going to be a Mark II belt that will feed 2 of these guys. Somewhere. Let me just place that there for now. Alright, assembler. So it's right here. This would be lined up, but I need more space. So I need to be able to fit a splitter right next to it. So I think that looks right. If I put a splitter right here, that overlaps. Let's get the splitter set up actually, and that'll let us gauge where we need this to go. Some around here. I'll get rid of this power line. That's the one that's giving me the yellow thing. I want to see what's not going to make it yellow. That makes it yellow. So right there is the closest I can have it. Nobody wants Rand to vent himself because that would bring forth Rand 119, and he's a tyrant. That was his nickname in college. Rand 119, the tyrant. It's totally true. True story. Beautiful. So I think there, and a Mark I belt. I think this is good. And then we do this next guy. Right there. That should line up with that one. And it's a 60 per minute. See this, and then this. And if I get a splitter here, I think this one's 30 a minute. That's might have a little bit of overlap, but not too bad. Yeah, 30 iron plates and 60 screws per minute. Okay. All right, I think I like that. Again, the challenge is going to be to get all the screws up here, but now at least we have our setup. So now let's copy it across there. And there. Move our power lines that are all scribble squonky. Where's that other one? There it is. No. There was some power line. Did I get rid of the... Okay, I guess I got the one that was funky. So we go power line here down to here. Oh my god, more follower bots. Can anybody get that banned, please? Playboy or Shogi or somebody? They're never ending today, I swear. Right. Ah, Playboy's got it. Thank you, sir. Okay. There we go. That should be good. So now I should be good to get this guy. I think this will be good here. Which, if I can figure out the placement. It's not right. I have the hardest time with these guys getting them lined up correctly. Is that right? That's lined up in the middle. No, that's not right. That's actually not right because we want to make it so that they work with these guys. Assembly machines make for this to be funky. So I think it's actually, I think I might actually have to move these all down a little bit. So I think if I want this to be consistent across floors, pretty sure it needs to be right there. Let me go check. I need to make sure that what I'm doing is consistent, because as I build floors up, things are going to need to line up, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to move those entire assembly machines now. Hey, Knockunner, how you doing? Guessing I don't have any alternative recipes? Yes, I do. I'm actually using the alternative screw recipe that does 50 per minute instead of 40 per minute. So this has a little overlap. Yeah, that's exactly where I thought it was. Which lines up with these guys correctly. I'm going to have to move all those assembly machines again. Has it been a while you've been traveling? Oh, nice. Well, traveling's fun. Hope you've been thinking about all of us. Aw, how sweet. Hope your traveling's been awesome, my friend. Okay, so... God, this is all good, but it doesn't work because I need this placement to be right. I think that needs to be like that. Yeah. So that means I gotta move all these over. These were all perfect. Damn it. Okay, this will hopefully be the last time I gotta move these guys. Good thing is it didn't affect any of these placements, so just have to get assembly machines in the right place, assemblers. Okay, so I should have a green arrow over here. There's a green arrow. Huh, now it's not giving me an overlap, but I do want... Where's the green arrow? Why will you not give me a green arrow, game? It's right there. Cool. That should be a green arrow. I'm just not seeing the green. The green arrow is going away. I think the green arrow of this thing is buggy a bit. Okay, how about that? Mainly, I just want the output to be able to merge here. Again, I'm being super anal about this because I want this. This needs to be expandable, repeatable, all that stuff. Okay, that fits. That I fits, I sits. So that works. So I should now be able to make all these fit in, hopefully. Giggity, that's what she said. Splitter. Right there. Found the green line's a little buggy. It was also really subtle. Yeah, I might have just not been seeing it. 75 versus 25% fixed let's baguette. Correct. Okay. And then, so now, as long as these all fit, I could build my other ones. That all looks good. That all looks good. Okay. Storage all works here. The placement of these guys, of the assemblers. In my last playthrough, I did 2 floors for each level. Because I want to have 1 item per floor, I'm trying to avoid that, because that would just get crazy. Once I get the whatever's past the assembler that takes 4 items to make 1 item, I might have to do a double floor thing. But I think for constructors and assemblers, if I can keep it 1 floor, that's going to make it a lot easier to make all this stuff work. So to be able to fit everything. There's a green line. 50% of the time you thought it was buggy, but it was actually you. Yeah, I might have just not been able to see it over all the other green stuff. It might have been not the game being buggy, but my old eyes not being able to see or something. 1, 2. Beautiful. Okay, and then we get a splitter here. All right, this should all be... Whoa. This should all be good. I shouldn't have to change this anymore. Famous last words, though. And then this final one will be a Mark 1. 1, 2. There. There. Beautiful. I last played on release 4. Whatever the one before this was, I think so. I think that was the first, when they first added all the vertical lifts. If that was update 4, I think. Okay, so now the thing I'm going to have to figure out is getting 120 screws on 2 different belts up here. And how I want to do that. So my screws are below this. We have iron rods, and the screws are down here. So I can actually pretty easily probably get another screw thing up through the hole here. Up through the hole. Yeah, these lift holes were not in the game the last time I played. So I probably want to do something like this, have this come over and across on top of these guys, and then come down something like this that I will remove. Actually, right about there will probably be fine. Update 6 is planned early next month, if you recall. Yeah. That's one reason why I started playing this again, is because the new update was coming out soon. I was actually planning on playing it earlier, but I wanted to wait and play it when it... I wanted to be ready for the next update. Okay, it won't place exactly where I want it to place while this is here. Can I do this for... Okay, get rid of this. To make this look clean, I think I need to get rid of the conveyor hole. Actually, is that right? No, I want it to be 1, 2. I want it to be right there. And it's too steep is what it's saying. I'm pretty sure that's not going to work though, actually, once I place our other guy. There. Okay, that should be clean. Now I can get rid of these guys. 4E. There we go. Perfect. So this is going to be 2 rows of screws, each at 120 apiece, which will feed into these guys. So I need a splitter here. That. And then this guy. 1, 2. Get our nice clean little turns there. Yeah, I wanted it above it. That's what I wanted. I wanted this to come out, go above. Although it's not exactly as clean as I wanted it to be, because what I really wanted to do was it come straight across there, but it looks like... actually, I can do that. I just need to go up one more space with this guy, I think. If I go like that, is that clean? Perfect. That's even better. Is there a reason I hate conveyor poles? Oh, yes, they take up resources. I like floating. This just looks better to me. I like them to be floating. And actually, is that going to go through a belt? That is actually going to go through that. I don't love that. I think I'll be able to go underneath it, though. 100 bits, that makes you feel much better. There's a lot of neatness anxiety in this game. Yes, there is. All right, now what I just need is just a crap ton of Mark II belts to get all the screws. So I hate to do this, everybody, but I'm going to have to sit here and make reinforced iron plates for probably a good 5-10 minutes. I should have made some in the meantime with what we fixed. Okay, good. They're here now. Okay, we made 80. That's actually a decent amount. I'm going to spend a couple minutes making some because I'm going to need a ton. I don't like this, but I need to do this. I had a bad experience with poles. What can I say? What can I say? Cookies make me feel better, but poles make me feel anxious. Let's GG cookie time, us almost having this done while we make some screws here. Yeah, play Minesweeper in the meantime, that's right. Because what I need is two 120 per minute screw belts for the build we have up top there. There's more than only neatness anxiety. This game doesn't have an arachnophobia mode for nothing. All right, let's get like 40. That'll give us what, 120? Probably enough for one, but not the other. But our automated building of these will have gotten at least some more done. I know. So how's everyone doing? How's everyone days going today? Seen any good TV shows lately? You know what I need to see? I need to watch Multiverse of Madness. I've been seeing my friends post about it on Facebook. I need to see the latest MCU movie. I have not seen that one yet. I should add the just chatting tag as we do this. Star Trek Picard was good. I have a friend who's really into that. You got to get your automated ice cream machine to run. Well, that sounds cool. Automated ice cream machine. They need one of those in Satisfactory. You still need to watch the new Doctor Strange, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's another one. Is the Obi-Wan TV show out yet? I don't think it is. I tried to watch the Mandalorian show. What is it? Book of Boba Fett? I got like 15 minutes into the show. I was like, this is so boring. Maybe it gets really good later, but like the first episode where they're just sitting there talking is so boring. I really hope that show gets better in later episodes, and maybe I'll actually watch it at some point. All right, 9 more. Take those. The arachnophobia mode makes the spiders even scarier, Bacon Ninja says. Alright, so this is the floor we need to get the screws up to. So we see where the screws are going. This actually works pretty... does this work well? I probably need one overflow apiece for these guys if I want to have overflow. And I kind of do want to have overflow, so... There. And there. Thing is, eventually I'll want to add things to those guys. Wonder if I could move these over one. That way that one will be for more rods later. I think I do want to do that. I think I want this to be here. Have this one be screws and this one be screws. Get rid of this one. That's already lined up perfectly where I want it to be, isn't it? I'll eventually be able to upgrade this belt, so that'll be my excuse to not change this. So these are going to be each screws. So this is going to be a Mark II belt of screws coming out. And it's a splitter. That will eventually be a smart splitter. Like this. Mark II belt. Hopefully this is lined up correctly. Oh, that's beautiful. That's, well, except that it's wrong, but we can get that to be correct. There it is. That's beautiful. So that's going to be Mark II screws, Mark II belt of screws. And we'll have an overflow. That goes through the wall a little bit. That's future Rand's problem. I wonder if this other one will fit right next to each other. I think it might. Let's find out. A 3 Mark II belt into there. Mark II lifter. Okay, that looks pretty darn clean, actually. Why do all Rand mods have food names? Pie Boy, Bacon Ninja, Casserole Alien, Mr. Pyrogi. I don't think that's all their names, but yeah, it's totally all their names. All right, so 120 per minute. So maybe instead of trying to get full like perfect amounts of screwage, what I do is I have these two are 50 a minute. This is 30 a minute. What if I actually have the screws making exactly how many as we need up here? So what if I want this to be 20 a minute? We're making exactly 120 per minute. So we underclock this, and this gives us an exact 120 a minute thing. How much power does this use? I wonder if it's more power efficient to have 3 underclocked than 2 normal and 1 under. I think I'm not going to mess with that, but I'm going to underclock this to 20 so that we have 2 exact 120 a minute screw production things here. And these will all be Mark I belts going to mergers. So a merger. Where's the green line? There it is. There. Merger and a merger. Yeah, they are talking about making changes. I mentioned that earlier, not Gerner. That's actually why I'm not worried about. I'm not doing much with over or underclock. I'm doing a little bit with underclocking, but planning on not doing any overclocking because they, in their video, they talked about changing it. So I love this music. This sounds like totally an 80s power ballad. Yes! Smash! You know, or something. I don't know. that totally sounds like the beginning of a power ballad about to happen right there. All right, so how do I want to do this? So this one probably into that guy. Mark II belt. Oh man, why did the 80s ballad end? I never wanted it to end though. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? I'm going to want that space available, so probably this. 1, 2, this, that. Seems like lots of underclocking is a little finicky. Yeah. All right, so that should be exactly 120 screws a minute. Are these not powered? Actually, these aren't plugged into iron because I'm gonna have to take iron from below, which stops my other production. Am I okay with doing that? Let me finish getting these all set up before I do that. These are all plugged into power lines. So these are ready to go once I have it all plugged in. So let me get all this throughput stuff set up before I unplug stuff below. So this one's at 20 per minute, and then 200s per minute, right? Or 250s. 250s becomes 120 per minute. Perfect. So we do a merger. Merger. And a merger. Am I planning to use long conveyor lines, trucks, trains when it comes to distant outposts? I honestly really want to use trains, but what I might end up doing is starting with trucks because of how far we are away from everything. I don't love trucks, but I think I might... crap, I did not do that one right. But it's so expensive to get trains online because you need... What's happening here? Merger, right? Merger. It's so expensive to get trains, and you need steel, that I'm probably going to need to have some... Maybe I have the wrong thing here. I think I'm going to need to get some intermediate thing in the meantime. Okay. Is this correct? Mark 1 belt in. Mark 2 belt out. Oh my god, all these... There, okay, there it is. My brain is about to explode. Okay. So that's there. That is there. First merge was on the wrong side. Did I fix it? I think I fixed it. Yellow is in. Green is out. Yellow's in. Green is out. I think we fixed it. Looks good. Train seem late game. You spent a bunch of time building a big truck depot in your main base, and just as you got all built out and looking good, the trucks were always crashing into each other, and you switched to trains. Trains are really good. They're just really, like, the initial setup is very expensive. But I'm probably going to go to that. I just don't know if I'm going to do trucks or not. That's the real question. The question is if I'm going to do the intermediate trucks or not. And normally I'd say I wouldn't, but I'm kind of thinking like I might because of how far away Crater Lakes is from a lot of the material depots in the game, so I might just end up needing to. Alright, 1, 2, that should line up correctly. Trains are so big, yes. The last time I played, it took me forever to set up the trains, but they were awesome. They just are really expensive and take a long time. Okay, that looks good. So that all looks good. I'll leave those up for now. I might get rid of them eventually. Personally, just like the aesthetic of a train running through the middle of the base. You skip trucks and just go right to trains, or cart overland with belts. Drones are your favorite. There are drones? When did they add drones? Okay, so if I do this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that currently are not working. I think I'm gonna go with this because currently this will be. I could have screws. The screws going from here, going to my storage. Drones are more specialized transport for low volume. Okay. Well, those were definitely not in the game the last time I played. Alright, so this is a Mark II. How close are we to... We are almost enough. So this is going to be coming from somewhere over here. All right, so what we need to do is we need to take away, if I take away the iron from where it's being used, because I've taken 2 of my dedicated 120 a minute iron lines, and one of them is currently being used over here. Let me see. This is the one that I'm going to stop using. This one is currently turning iron into iron plates, screws, or the reinforced iron plates. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut off this iron, let them finish what they're doing there. And that belt, that belt that we were just using there is this one right here. So we are going to feed that one into this guy, which is that belt there. So we need that to come across over here and bring this down. Okay. Geronimo. Okay. All right, so I need to build this out some more. Drones require batteries. It's a tier 7 or 8 thing. You can unlock LCD panels that can show icons and text. There's a couple, after I get this done, this is going to be an important thing because this is going to allow me to have reinforced iron plates, much better production volume. I'm going to start looking at Caterium and some other things in the MAM because I really want to get smart. I want to get smart. Whoops, I'm using the wrong size of these guys here. I really want to get smart. God, I can't talk and play games at the same time. What the hell are they called? Smart splitters. That's the word I'm trying to say. I want to get smart splitters going. Yeah, smart splitters are really good. And they're kind of an integral part of what I'm trying to build. So. Okay, I think I might have just enough for this. This copper we're eventually going to remove. And put it up to a different floor. And just in case I ever move any of these other guys, what I'm going to do is have this be middle 1, 2. Have it lined up perfectly so that if I have to put anything above or below it, it will still be pretty nice and even. So that's going to go up to that guy. Is that the right direction? I hope that's the right direction. It should be straight, right? Why does it say that's overlapping? That looks nice and straight to me. You never understood the need for a smart splitter. A smart splitter lets you have items go through and have a priority output, but if that ever gets backed up, then it has overflow go a certain other direction. So it's really nice for having overflow go to an awesome sink or to storage or something. It's really nice to have priorities in where your stuff goes. Regular splitters just splits it half and half. But if you want it to go someplace and only go another place if it backs up, smart splitters are really nice. You didn't make a mod for this game where you just mass-produce baked goods and corn dogs. You were forced to feed all the people. They begin to hate you. You were forced to eat cake. Okay. It's a great mod. Yeah, number 1 use of smart splitter is to sync to keep a machine making stuff, yeah. Also good for organizing your space, Corsi says. Alright, I need to check down here. Okay, I see some screws being made over there. They should, iron should be starting to get through over here. Okay. Yeah, the problem is got to get through all these other guys before it gets to the ones that I have set up. And you know what? I'm gonna, to speed up this process, I'm gonna stop the early ones for now. The ones that don't have outputs, we'll plug these back in later. where the ones that do have outputs start. Right here. Yes, these are the ones we want to get going. Gotta run. All right, we'll see you later, Knocker. Have a great rest of your night, my friend. Don't lie, I would play that and enjoy. If it gave me real food to eat, oh man, absolutely. Okay. So this, I should start seeing screws coming out over here. If I did everything correctly. All right, where are my screws at? Oh, why is this yellow? It's not getting enough iron yet. Wow. I guess, yeah, it's gotta, these first ones gotta back up before the next ones go up. 120 a minute. This should be a full 120 a minute. Let me make sure that I'm correct about that. Yeah, this is Mark II belt running at full tilt. We have Mark IIs all the way across. Mark II, Mark II, Mark II, Mark II, and then Mark I at the end. Okay. You're back and you think you've made the decision to buy SteelSeries Arctis 9 wireless. Setup you're still the most proud of was your aluminum setup, which just worked out perfectly. Use one alternate recipe. Nice. All right, there we go. We've got some screws coming out. Beautiful. It's going to take a bit to spin up because of that feeding style we're doing. Manifold. I think that's the word. Make sure this, I should see screws coming through here. Mark II all the way across. Manifold takes ages to load. Balance on a slow belt, yeah. Well, I mean, these are Mark II, so they're the fastest belts I have. So don't call them slow. What's up, Nietzsche? But, all right, Wham Bola. Sounds like a cool choice you've gone with. You also haven't made a lot of bad jokes or puns in a while, so here's one you don't... Here's one. You don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. Well done. Well done. All right, this is... Oh, this is good. I just need to plug these in. And we should actually have a much better reinforced iron plate production line setup. Beautiful. All right. Oh, I didn't get the output set up on these guys. Got distracted by something, apparently. Why are you still red? You should not be red. Why are you red? I didn't tell you what you make. Tell you what you're making. I moved these and didn't reset them up because I moved them like 4 times. Okay, yellow, perfect. So now I just need the mergers. There we go. There we go. There we go. This should quadruple our reinforced iron plate production. Quadruple, man. That's not lined up with what I thought it was lined up with. That is, I think that's correct. That is definitely not where I wanted that to go. There. There. There, and... Voila! I would GG Cookie Time if I didn't just GG Cookie Time. Manifolds are for the weak kappa. Real problem with stairs that you never know which direction they're going. The stairs company is corrupt, and I think it goes all the way to the top. My God. Wow, all the stairs puns. Look what you've started, Wham Bola. Look what you've done. What's up, Contasul? Screws are not connected. You are correct. Thank you. Thank you for that. So this is Mark II. And that should be all good. There's a little bit of clipping there, but not enough to bother me. All right. That looks good. We should start seeing a lot more iron plates coming through here, I think. Once these things all get fully going. You all green. You'll be green once you get your screws. You did not start it. Lol, you totally started it. And what do you call an animal you keep in a car? A car pet. Remember, the factory's not messy. It's temporary. That's right. How's our power, by the way? With these guys turning on, we're getting close to using half our capacity. 294. Yeah, getting close to the 300. All right, that's looking good. Let's go clean up what we can clean up on the bottom floor, and then I'm going to look if I can get Caterium going. I have 2 pure Caterium veins I have access to for like manually mining some stuff to maybe get the MAM stuff going. So on this floor, this is all permanent. Actually, these screws, I kind of want these screws to go out to fill my storage, because I have basically unplugged my screw production. Although screw production is not a huge important thing, but I would like to have access. Oh, screws are actually being used to make my rotors out there currently. So let me get the excess screws. An output for those excess screws as a permanent thing so that we're continuing to make rotors. So I'd have an output be here. 1, 2. Temporary things have a tendency to become permanent. Awesome carpets are Pieboy approved. If anything, an NG would be more useful here. An NG. Oh, recruit a slug. You mean for over, whatever it's called, over something. We're gonna make a crap ton of these, but because I don't have a lot of Mark II belts, I have like 15 left. Actually, I don't have. Gosh, I need a bunch of plates if I want to even get these out of my base over here. Go get some plates real quick. After I finish this cleanup, we're going to look into some MAM Caterium stuff because I really want to get that going. Yeah, this is where screws were, and I'm currently out. What are you doing? Dude, this is my factory. You're not allowed in the factory. Large, strange animals not allowed in the factory. Okay, so the screws will come out. Okay, anything that's not shipping anything right now, I think is... well, actually, no. That's where reinforced iron plates will... I mean, regular iron plates overflow will come. Man, I have so many temporary things out here. I don't know which ones are actually temporary. This is where the reinforced iron plates will go. So I'm leaving... No, this one should be done because I stopped that reinforced iron plate production. So I should be good to remove that. I hope that's correct. Oh, that means I do need to get my actual reinforced iron plate output down here, which is... it's that one up there. This is going to be awkward. So we have an output of these guys. This is where I'm going to start having a cascading effect going on. This is going to be something. I need reinforced iron plates for this. Sorry, I'm not reading chat and your bad jokes for a bit. What is this? This is... These are these guys. These are these guys right here. Too many belts. I thought I set those up actually. Okay. Yes. Dude, this guy's he's messing up my mojo. You're in the way of my factory, dude. It's satisfactory to sit in my factory. Oh my god. Okay. Is this even supposed to be a Mark II belt? Can't remember. But I will make it one. Yeah, it looks like it's flowing pretty fully there. Okay, so that is Can go right through that guy's body right now. Okay. So the next one, these are the reinforced iron plates. There. 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 No, these do not need to be Mark IIs. Reinforced iron plates we don't make nearly that fast. At least not yet. These can be Mark Is. We're gonna like be stair-stepping these guys, which will hopefully eventually look really cool. What the hell did I just do there? Did I mess something up? Here we go. Reinforced iron plates. Beautiful. I think the promise of one satisfactory pun per hour is being fulfilled with Ramsey's help. Trying to get online at your mother-in-law's, you scroll through various internet access names. One neighbor's Wi-Fi really stood out. You kids get off my LAN. Amazing. Really amazing. Okay. This is not what I want to have be my final thing. That's really awkward. And that's backed up, I think, because we're completely full on these guys, right? We're completely full of those guys because we don't have screws currently being supplied to our rotor production. Yeah, I think I'm going to like the stair-step thing. So you see the stair-step, that's permanent. Things that are all wishy-washy over here, that's all temporary. You know you can change Mark II to Mark I in place without having to delete. Oh yeah, I think I did know that. I just forgot about it. Let's go to bed, Pablo. All right, have a good night, my friend. Well, I'm sure Ramses will take care of the punning and Wham Bam Bola while you're gone. Okay, what am I trying to do here? I want this to be cleaner. I think I'm no longer needing to do this. I want to clean up a lot of the junk that we got going on here. So I want to get, because this is going to be, however we have these resources go to our storage, this is going to be our permanent storage look. So I want this to be clean. I think I'm okay with where that's sitting. What I need to do is get a straight across line here. And it's so hard to see from below, so I'm going to build a bunch of stackable poles to get a better view of this. Yeah, okay, that is not straight. Is even that straight? Looks like that's very slightly not straight. It will not be satisfactory without Pi seal approval. Okay. You're going to make a joke, but it's 218 plus. You probably better not to. Okay. What I can do, I think the way to set this up is if I set up... I hurt myself. Set up this. Set up poles here and I can figure out how to line it up. This is going to be the best way to do it. I want to line this up perfectly with this guy. So if I go Mark II belts, what is perfectly straight? Oh, it gives me a green line, I think. Is that straight? I think that might actually be perfectly straight. Perfectly straight and level. Beautiful. Okay. So that means I want to get this guy to be completely on the same levels, to get on my level of this guy. So that would be Mark II. I want it to be on the same level we're on right here, which this is going to be really hard to tell what level this is at. Okay. That is, actually that does look just about right. The only thing that I might want to do is make it so that they're straight poles, straight things across. So that would be... I know, again, I'm being overly anal, but I... Better overly anal than underly anal? What? That doesn't make sense. Okay, I think one more of these guys. Is that the right level? That looks like the right level that I fell off of. So this, that. Oh, that's clean. That is clean, and I like it. There we go. That should be a full Mark II belt of iron rods. Is it clean? I feel like it's not exactly straight. Am I crazy? Crap. Is that's this barely going... I want this to be exact. I'm trying to be exact here. That looks perfect. That looks like it goes down a chunk, and I'm not sure how that happened. How does that go down a very slight amount? That's definitely a higher level than that one. What is... Am I going crazy? Maybe it's because... You know what? It might be... These things can go slightly above or below, maybe? Alright, you know what? I think I'm going to leave that for now, and I'm not going to get rid of the poles, because I might need to use those as reference points at some point. But okay. So that's good. I want to get the extra screws. How are we doing on reinforced iron plates? Hey! Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that is so much better. Give me all. Give me all those guys. Let me look at power real quick. Oh man, reinforced iron plates production is a huge deal. Yeah, we're getting close to using almost half of our power. So let me get the final screw overflow, which goes down to here. So screws are going to come from that level, and they want to come to here. Currently have overflow of... Wait, where are reinforced iron plates? Oh, because I actually am not producing any extra reinforced iron plates. They're all going to... No, I've not used... I don't have any overflow, so my iron plates aren't going out this way. Okay. But I want my screws, which I think are going to be coming from... here. One, two up, go this way, and I want those to get over here. If I can do that. So this will be overflow of screws coming from here somewhere. So we want I said permanent, but I kind of don't know that I want to do permanent for what we're doing here right now, all this junk. One, two, go this direction. That's overflowing, over whatever that. One, two, go that direction. Then this. Go this direction. I'm probably going to be changing all of this at some point, but at least this will get my storage going here. One, two. And if I do more offline building of things, this is going to be better. So I just need to get my excess screws to go to that one right now. So waiting for the new patch update coming in June? Yes. Oh, did somebody ask a question? Finding a permanent? place for storage on your third move of storage in your world. Oh, I just saw that. That's funny. If it's not satisfactory, you just need to fix it. Okay, so this should be where I want the screws to go, right? Yes. So this is where screws are going. Excess screws are going to come from here. And... oh, God, I forgot to pick up my plates. Gonna pick up a bunch of iron plates off of here. Oh, apparently you can't. Can't pick up iron plates off of there. Alright, here's a bunch. That's gonna be Future Rand's problem to deal with, that's right. Future Rand can suck it. Okay. That's not nearly enough. I'm just gonna grab some more out of my storage. All right, these are good upgrades I'm making. These are still not quite the final builds because a bunch of stuff that's on the bottom floor that I need is being built. I'm going to have to move up to other floors eventually, so there's still some overlap and junk in the way. But Future Rand can can mess with that. Right now, what I want to do is get these extra screws. To the main base. There we go. So that's got some clipping. Is that going to bother me? That's going to bother me, but that is temporary. Temporary. So temporary. So that'll go there. That will go there. And there. So this is going to be the output of all of these guys. It's not even be close to full speed because I'm not using a level 2 belt here, but so at least give me some screws going to storage. I'll need to plug all these back in, of course. Amazing, you just started an old save and 3 trains collided within the first 2 minutes. Amazing. Just amazing. I never had more than 1 train on a track in my previous games, so I at least didn't have that to worry about. You would never be able to start an old save, would take forever to get back up to speed. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? A hippo is really heavy, a zippo is a little lighter. Wow, okay. Alright, so let's get the outputs for these guys. That is definitely not where I wanted that to go. Come on, what are you plugging into? And why were you able to plug into that? So that, hopefully the iron is flowing well enough. I can plug these other guys in and it won't hurt. Basically, I hope it's backed up enough. So we calculated this, that this should actually be more iron than we need for all this by a small amount, but it actually should be more iron than we need. But these screws will all back up really quickly anyway. Correction, 4 trains, I guess, including your Igio commemorative train, which meant the collision message was wider than your screen. Okay. Alright, so I should see screws coming down here. And this should be going into my storage down at my base. So we got a lot of screws going. I think I forgot to hook up the first assembler. Let me go check. I do see a yellow light up there, so I think you might be right. Actually, I think you're right. I think it was the inputs I didn't reconnect. Good eye, Zombie Shop. Good eye. There we go. Okay. All right. So with all that, I think I should be able to clean up some more machines downstairs. Because anything that was making rods, screws, or reinforced iron plates down there are no longer, shouldn't be doing anything anymore because I've moved them all up to their correct floors. They're permanent locations that are totally probably not permanent. So yeah, like this is doing nothing, which is what we want because we've moved it upstairs. So let me go to the source and deconnect it. So this right here. Yay, we're getting rid of a bunch of temporary stuff. It feels great. Feels good to remove temporary stuff. I still will need to remove all the copper stuff eventually. That's probably what I'll do on the next floor up. Probably do copper. Feels good to get rid of the temporary mess. Yes, no outputs for these guys. Okay. Eventually I'm going to need to get more iron plates going. But I've been working on iron stuff so much I kind of want to get other stuff done next. All right, so copper, we're leaving all the copper stuff alone. That's just building stuff for us. This right here should be done. You no longer have iron plates because we stopped feeding you. Perfect. Okay. So all this can be removed. Make sure I have inventory space. We do. And I know I could be holding control for all these deconstructs, but again, I'm worried about deconstructing my base, so I'm just doing these one piece at a time. Okay, and then the output of all this we remove. Yeah, cable, copper sheets, and wires are things that are still on this floor that are all temporary. Okay, this output is nothing, so I can get rid of all this junk. Beautiful. Sometimes the orange highlight goes away, it's weird. Alright, good. We're getting rid of so much mess. Very nice. That's wire, that's cable. Those are the plates going up to the next floor. Alright, we've cleaned up a lot of stuff. What happens to fully assembled products like rotors? Well, you think that's fully assembled? Rotors go into motors, and then motors go into other stuff, and then other stuff goes into other stuff. There's very little that I've built that's actually a fully end product. Reinforced iron plates are probably the closest, but you use even reinforced iron plates for other stuff. Hey, Explosive Drew, thanks for the follow, and I missed a follow earlier. Nat's Cheer, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Okay, I think that's all I want to do with my factory right now. What I really want to do is I want to unlock Caterium stuff. So what I would think I want to do next is... one thing I can do is I can throw 150 of these guys. Into this thing. I could actually manually get basic steel production unlocked if I wanted to. Because I could just manually make modular frames now, couldn't I? I could. I'm not going to do that yet because that uses my reinforced iron plates. And now that I have a good production of those, I actually want to use those to get some good Mark II plates. I want to build up a supply of these guys is what I want to do. And speaking of, I have a bunch of random junk in my inventory. Let me throw as many of those into there as I can. Same thing with screws. Keep one stack for myself. I have a lot of iron ingots on me. You just got here from YouTube. You got to run some errands shortly, so you can't stick about, but you'll be back sometime for sure. All right. Well, thank you for finding us from the YouTube, my friend. We will see you soon, I'm sure. All right. So I think what I want to do is, okay, in order to learn how to make Caterium ingots, I need 50 Caterium. So I have 2 Caterium veins. One is actually not that far from me. Do I still have that miner on me? I don't. So let me make a miner real quick. That is over. Should be here, right? Portable miner there. Let's make 2 of these guys. Let's get some researches done. Some researchings done. So, Caterium, pure Caterium. I think this is the closer one over here. Neither of them are super close, but they're not super far either. Whee! Oh, I should have looked before I leaped. Perfect. All right, so over this way, there's some Caterium. I've already got all that stuff, I think. I might want to go out looking for more hard drives too, at some point. So glad I don't have to go around chopping trees for my power anymore. It's so nice that that is a thing of the past. Okay, so it's past all this poisony stuff. See, this is my exploration over here. I had some platforms. I was just running around looking for, I was scanning for stuff, using this whole thing. Need to find some quartz, actually. Need to find a quartz source node. Okay, so quartz out there. Might have to go, maybe off stream I'll go mark that, because I do want a source of quartz for stuff. Did not fully build that guy. Come on. There it is. There. Alright, so what do we got? We got pure Caterium. So I'm going to manually mine this while throwing a couple of auto miners on here. Isn't there like a buggy that you can drive around? Yeah, I think I'm still pretty far from unlocking that. That's under, there's like a tier of upgrades that has exploration stuff. I don't think I've unlocked that yet. Alright, I'm probably gonna need a decent amount of this, so let me get maybe a stack between me and my auto miners. I think there's only one of these, right? Yeah, there's one pure Caterium. So this would be, what, 120 Caterium a minute? So there's only a few resources I don't actually have a miner on. Quartz, Caterium, sulfur. Oil is one I haven't got either, but we're not to that yet. There was a new material we found earlier, and I'm not sure if that's... What was it? Bauxite? I don't know what that's used for and if you can actually get veins of that or not. Okay, this will get us a good 2 stacks. Very nice. All right, let's go do some MAM research, because if I can get if I can get smart splitters, I would be very happy. Bauxite is for aluminum. Oh! Okay, I didn't know aluminum was in the game. That's another thing that was not in the game the last time I played, I'm pretty sure. Cool. I didn't know aluminum existed. Really? There's aluminum in the game? Or aluminium? As you UK folks would say. Aluminium. Man, look how our factory's coming together. Whew. I need to get some walls on the bottom floor, honestly. I love the Space Needle. So awesome looking. Space Elevator, whatever it's called. Keep calling it Space Needle, and I think it's a Space Elevator. I think it's faster to get up over here by this stuff. I want to actually check. I haven't checked the water on our coal power plants for a bit. Let me actually check and make sure. Looks like everything's been running pretty smoothly, but I just want to take a quick look at it, make sure it's all looking good. Seems I've not played in a long time. I'm going to have a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. That's actually part of the reason I delayed getting back into the game so much. Not only was it because I lost my save because Epic Games Store frustrates me, but because I was waiting for an update or two before I got back into it. You're full of water. If you're full of water, we're looking great. Nice. These are the ones at the end of the line. Beautiful. Looks like our math on water amounts and overflows was good. Whee! Yeah, last time I played, I think trains were new, which I think was update 4 or 3 or something. All right. Caterium. All right. Choose a new node. Quick wire. So I need actual 50 stuff of that. All right. So I need to actually. So now I can actually smelt it, right? I think so. Does that allow me to smelt? Let me make sure. Because if so, I'm gonna go get some. Just get smelting. Caterium, beautiful. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's grab a power line and go set up smelting over there. I should have enough space to do that. We read that trains can be tricky to set up, but neat to have. You didn't build up to that tier, so you don't know. Like I said earlier, I need to get power. I did get trains set up in my last playthrough, and they're awesome. They're just really, really labor and resource intensive to get set up. Once you get them, they're awesome. But they are just, it's so expensive because it takes a ton of steel. As would be expected, I guess. Okay, so we'll just grab off of this power line here. But trains are awesome. They're super cool. They can transfer so much material. Much higher volume than like trucks and stuff. Now there are different materials for foundations. The most cheap ones are concrete. And you unlock that on the awesome shop so you can use iron plates for foundations. Oh, I think I did see some other stuff in the awesome shop I haven't messed with for foundation materials. That's cool. Always got to grab these guys when I can. With trains, they now have collisions, so you have to play with signals. Oh. Well, I'll be honest, when I usually do trains in games like Factorio and Satisfactory... Oh, there's a hard drive up there. I need to go get that. I usually keep it really simple. Because automating that kind of stuff usually makes my brain break. So... We'll see. We'll see if I play with signals. I know you can do crazy stuff with trains, but oh my god, that like all the signals and crossover and making them wait and all that stuff. I usually my brain explodes trying to understand that stuff a lot of the times. A lot of the time. Where is my platform? It's over here. We actually got our reinforced iron plates production increased at a perfect time because I'm gonna need to get a really big, long Mark II belt of Caterium over to my base with this smelting, with this schmelting. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so here is the Caterium. Let's pick these guys up. And let's get a miner and a smelter. So I'll probably do How do I want to do this? Let's actually do a slight ramp here. This will allow me to build a platform for our smelting. It's probably going to need 4 smelters, I believe. Let me see here. Let's get the miner set up so we can see what the numbers are. Pure Caterium, 120 per minute. But the weird thing is smelting is 45 per minute, I think, if I saw that correctly. Smelter. Is that is not how I wanted to do that. Neither is that. Oh, I have the hardest time lining these things up. There, is that right? Almost. I want it back 1 space. So if I line it up with this guy, go back 1 space. I think that's the way I want this. Does that look right? That looks right. Okay. Okay. Caterium. Ah, yeah, because it's 3. It's a 3-to-1 thing here. So 125. No, 120 divided by 45. 2.66667. Okay, so only 3 smelters for these guys. And one of them needs to be running at 66%, I think. Maybe just above 66 to make sure it's not backed up at all. Maybe 67%, something like that. And, well, actually, if I split this 3 ways, if I just have them all run at their full potential, that's probably the best way to do it. Let the splitter be the thing that divides it up. 66.66 will be exact. That'll give me exactly 10. Yeah, Mark II belt. I think if I do this and have them all run at their max thing, they'll all 3 run at like 2/3 per thing or whatever. If it's 120 input, underclock them to receive 40 each. What's the percentage? 40 out of 45. What is that? 88%? There it is. Nietzsche just said, yeah, have them all run at 8.88%. So like that? Is that going to be right? Have them all at 88%. Will that be exact? Yeah, I think it needs to be 89 since it's 88.8. So 89. Move over 1 space. There, 89. 89. I think that'll be right. Man, why won't it let me do 88.88888 repeating forever percent? Okay, well, hopefully that will be just right. There. And those will all go to a merger. That look right? That looks right. Oh, you can actually type it and have it put it exactly 88.88? Oh, really? Okay. I think I actually knew that. Let me check that. Eight point 9. There we go. 3 8s and a 9. We're gonna go as perfect as we can. 13.35 becomes 13.33. Okay. 3 8s and a 9. 88.8889. Beautiful. As efficient as we can make it be. And if we ever overclock this thing, we could maybe do more. Okay. Beautiful. Hopefully you're running at 100%. Looks good. All right. All you're running at 100%, although you're probably all backed up, so they should be. And these 60 per minute belts should not have any issues with that. Are you running here? 100%. Looks good. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be, literally. Thank you, Spiffing Brit. Okay. So now we got to get this back to our base. We're going to feed it to something. And I'll probably just start by picking up a bunch of stuff at first. Your last game, you were desperate for Caterium. You could not make enough quick wire fast enough. Oh, really? You know, in case I have sulfur down there, so I might want to stack on top of this at some point. So what I'm going to do is, that's weird. That's all I'll let me do. Keep that at the bottom so I can put stackable poles on these. Planning for future Rand. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. There. If he doesn't, we'll F that guy. All right. How do I want to bring this into my factory? Am I being shot at? I feel like I'm being shot at by something. How do I want to bring this into my factory is the question. Because feeding it's in the back over there be a little awkward. Hey, 1,000 bits for Future Rand. Oh, you mean they're not for me? Oh. Well, Future Rand will totally say thank you, I'm sure. This is one of the problems I have with keeping my factory looking neat, is bringing materials in from many different directions. How do I do this? Because I have a big old lake to get over that I don't want to... I don't want to... I don't want to mess up my water gathering capabilities. I wish there were under belts. You know, we have wall belts, we have floor belts, and you can, or conveyor, whatever they're called, supports or whatever. I kind of wish there were under ones, ceiling belts. Is that a thing? I could probably use make a rim underneath and put the wall ones on them. That might actually be what I want to do. Seems a little awkward, but that might be what I want to do. Make a tower and then bridge that, connect to my factory so I'll not mess it up. You run tractors everywhere, the way you can't make conveyors that look like spaghetti. Well, I'm kind of okay with conveyors that are spaghetti if they're keeping me from having to build tractors, because tractors, oh, they kind of bug me. I've used them once and I didn't love them. Make a tower, then a bridge to connect to your factory. What I'm thinking is building, like, aren't there little half walls? I build those underneath. If I were to do something like this with that there, can I put a thing there? Do I like that? If I get rid of that, then it's a floating thing. You would try to use elevators into conveyor window from this angle. Well, the thing is, I actually want to get this all the way over to the other side because I want my input to be on that side, because all of my raw material input is coming from the other side. I could just input it on this side, but the thing is, wherever I'm going to be making this stuff is going to be on a higher level. So, could you build another floor to support the conveyor, then just delete the floor like I did with the poles? Yeah, and then I could even delete the poles eventually. Although if I'm going to do this, I might want to do this with other materials I bring in eventually. So what I might do is just have a wall underneath here. The other thing is, I don't know how far this way my base is going to be, because I'm purposefully making it permanently expandable this way. So I can always build more iron plates on this bottom floor, or screws on the next floor up, and all that kind of stuff. Do I want to bring it across underneath all my other stuff over here? If I have raw materials coming in on this side, would it bug me that way? Potentially what I could do is, you know what? I think what I could do is have one level of material flow in, because that's actually the bottom floor of my factory. This bottom floor is where my storage is. If I extend this across, I could actually have more materials come in, and maybe eventually that's where I want my train to end up, is on this level. And if that's the case, I might actually want more space. So, okay, I have an idea of what we're going to do. I'm going to turn this into a ramp that goes down. To a level where currently we're going to bring resources we need, and eventually we might have our train depot be underneath our factory, which I kind of like that idea. I don't want to go too low just because I want to make sure we have plenty of space for water pumps, which I don't think we're in any fear of messing that up yet. As long as I don't get too much further deeper than this, I think I like that. In your game, you created a floor under the machine, so all the spaghetti goes there, and the floor where the machines are there are minimum belts. Looks clean. Yeah, I think I'm going to do something similar with this. I'm going to go up to this floor so I can more easily see kind of how I want to have this be. You're basically hiding the spaghetti. We'll do a bit of our own spaghetti hiding here. I'll tell you, somebody yesterday told me about the game, what's that vampire automation game? All of a sudden, I've been seeing people on Twitch play that game, V something. So apparently that game is getting really popular. V Rising, that's the one. Is possible link storage all interconnected like a hub style with many access points feeding in and out? Probably. That's kind of what I'm trying to make this be, Wham Bambola. This is my storage hub right here. where I want every material. I want access to every material. The thing is, what my end goal is that everything in my factory is being made and fed somewhere, but any overflow gets sent to storage, and this storage is my access to stuff that I want. That's my plan, that I have everything contained in my factory, but I always have overflow that comes to my storage. That's kind of my overarching goal for this run. All right, so I might have to cut that down. But other than that, this is looking pretty good. And we'll do a big foundation. Will I do a big foundation? Actually, this is lining up pretty well with this over here. Does that actually line up? Oh, that lines up almost perfectly with what I was doing. Almost, almost. How do I line this up perfectly? Can I line this up perfectly? No. There's got to be a way for me to line this up just right. These ramps right here. I think that might actually be lined up right there. There we go. So if I do this, we have a flat plane. Yes. Let's cross there. Let's cross there. Oh, no, that's not right. Crap, I thought that was perfect. It's almost. Oh, that's not quite right. Am I not going to be able to line this up perfectly? Surely we can make this work. If I go 2 of the skinny ramps, will that do it? Oh, it's so close. You like the catwalks as well for these under foundation areas if I had them unlocked? I actually just unlocked catwalks. So maybe I can make these... I haven't put them on my bar yet. On the catwalk. Stairs in the... Oh, are you talking about walkways or catwalks? Maybe I haven't got catwalks. Are those different than these? Let me actually go look. Do I have tickets? I have 4. I think I actually need 5 for the catwalks. I just put a yellow warning step. High step here. Modern catwalks. I don't actually have those. I need 1 more ticket and I can get those unlocked. They're the same, just visually different. Okay. Oh, I really want this to line up. Because all this, I've already set the spacing on it. And that's... I've already set the spacing on it, so... Surely I can make this work. You merge the ramp with the foundation so they overlap at a point. What if I have this on top of that? It's still just off because I'm using the wrong shape. I can do it. Don't call you Shirley. Okay, sorry about that. Maybe if I have a ramp up and then down. Up. And then down. It's always going to be a half off, isn't it? It's always going to be half off. Maybe at the end have a steep ramp that clips in your foundation row that's floating in the air. So do you mean kind of like this clips into this? How do I get it to clip? Like, okay, yeah, so like this kind of thing. That's a little awkward, but I think that might actually be my best bet. If I really want this to work, I think I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, the clip's at the valley, not the peak. Oh. Oh, okay. Swap it around. So it'd be that and that. Either way, to be honest. Yeah, let me see here. I know I'm again spending an inordinate amount of time on this. But I'm just going to choose one and go with it. So if I do this and have this go down there. And have it clip like this. Is that clipping? Almost. It actually needs to be one up high from that. One up higher from that. OCD is half the half the point of this game. That's right. Okay, so if I do that, that's not lining up though. You'd way more a steep flush, I don't know what that means, with the top than a flat foundation clipping it. Okay, I think I like this. I think if I do that, that hooks into that. So I just need this not to be here. Because this ramp works. We just have this little bit of clipping to make it a little bit of an uneven floor. There. And that leads to this. And I think this will actually work. Is that right? Yeah. You know what? That actually doesn't look that bad. What do you call a pig that does karate? Pork chop. Okay, you just drew a little picture of what you meant. So that would be basically replacing... I see what you're saying. If I replace these with a straight piece, flat piece, let's see if that's even better. That might actually be even better. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah, that's the way. That actually looks even real. Okay. Perfect. I like it. All right, so now the whole purpose of that was to get Caterium over here. So, Caterium is probably going to go up wherever I do it on this, in this area. So I want to bring it up over here. Yeah, I'll actually probably put it either where this copper is or somewhere close by, so. We could do the flat piece one lower, then it would be a single slope. I'll check it in a second. I honestly kind of like what it's doing. Flat piece one lower. I don't know if we can. You mean this flat piece right here? Let me do it just to check it. This. And take away this. And then, how does this clip? I don't know that that works that way. I don't know. You'll have to give me a... You're going to have to give me a picture like Nietzsche did, otherwise I'm not going to understand it. Is it... Oh, maybe this. Okay. Two connected slope. Oh, that's pretty good too. Which do I like better, actually? Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah, that is probably better. Okay, let's do it. Chat agrees. If chat agrees, we must do it. So that slope's correct. This is not. So we remove all these. Oh, no, just that. So all we need is a flat piece here. It'll be mwah, GG cookie time delicious. There we go. Very nice. That does look good. I like it. Way to go, chat. You're always here for me. Oh, now we'll save. Okay. All right, so this is the line I want to get Caterium on. Chef's kiss. We even have an emote for Chef's kiss. Where's the Chef's kiss emote? The Rand Chef kiss. All right, so I probably want that to be around here somewhere. There it is. That's exactly what that emote is for. Perfect. Perfect. Do I want that to be on the second level? Honestly, probably want to have the things that I always remove. God, I should have taken a break like half an hour ago. This game is so addictive. All right, let me get the Caterium over here, and then we're going to take our last break of the day. I only got a little over an hour that I can play, really. After next week, hopefully I'll finally have some time. I need to get rid of that stuff, actually, since I'm not doing that now. This, and that wall. Okay, so where is the thing I'm bringing it to? God, it's so hard to see. Oh, it's right there. It's not as high. Okay. Actually, I might want that to come further out. So what I'm going to do to make this easier is try to kind of line up with that guy and just stack some poles right here. I forgot to grab plates before jumping. Rest in peace. No! Did I need more plates? I probably needed more reinforced iron plates, didn't I? Yeah, 29. Okay, it's fine. Or get over here somewhere. That's going to use just about all of our plates. So I'm going to go grab the plates, then we're going to take our break, and we'll complete this. Because I really do need to take my final break here. Need a grappling hook? Yeah, where's my Breath of the Wild grappling hook? Alright, save me some time here. Some temporary platforms to get up around our thing quicker. That is not the direction I wanted that to go. There. That is definitely not what I meant to do, but that's fine. Alright, go grab the plates so I don't forget. I cannot wait till I get the Blade Runners. I think you run faster and jump higher with Blade Runners, and we are so in need of not skipping leg day on this character. Alrighty, my friends. Oh, this is so much better. Holy crap. I'm not going to have to sit for 4 hours making reinforced iron plates to upgrade belts off stream anymore. Alright, really quickly, my friends. Last break of the day. Thank you all for watching. Hope you're having a good time. So anybody in the stream, hit the follow, all that stuff. We'll come back. We will do as much as we can get done. Y'all rock. Be back in just a bit, my friends.